If you'll allow me, I'd like to address the elephant in the room, the quite conspicuous creature serving as a loud and abrupt interruption to any landscape that bears its burden. It shatters the artistry of ordinary, and armed with the pieces, we're all just hoping to recreate something that makes even the slightest bit of sense. And I speak not of the virus that is ravaging our bodies, making a mockery of our lungs' ability to breathe and imposing itself, a sedentary obstacle in intimacy. No, I'm talking about something way more dangerous when compared. Y'all, I'm scared. If you'll allow me this honesty, I'm honestly terrified. This merry-go-round is rounding the high of motivation and drive for the very last time, and this landing for me might be rough to say the least. This is the beginning of the end. The words tumble dry themselves around in my mind after being washed of every trace of truth. Fear stained and set in deep. I can't help but wonder if I'm left with nothing but ruin. Wonder if I'll only ever be able to hear God if he speaks through earthly voices. Ladies of Declare, I want to personally thank each and every one of you for everything you've done and everything you've been, to myself and to all of the women that have been part of this journey. Now at its end, I thank God for kicking the proverbial chair right out from underneath me, as I am now required to stand. It's not happenstance that the only ground here on which to stand is holy. So I step boldly to the throne of grace, doubt and shame plastered on my face, declaring that I'm going to do this anyway. This is the end, God, of you telling me the same thing to do. You keep telling me to write, and I keep asking for something new. I mean, I came to the conference, even made a few friends, took some bomb notes, but that's always where it ends instead of a wild obedience. Fear has been my pet. I feed it, I walk it, and don't so much as charge it rent. And I don't see a beautiful deep, rather an oceanic abyss. And yes, I can swim, but I'm not willing to take that risk. And I know it's not just me, so ladies, join the chorus. This is Declare 2020, where we are one message with many voices. We declare that our feelings will no longer be the compass by which we navigate our mission, that those waves will no longer take our focus away from your face lest we drown. We declare forgiveness for ourselves, because if there's room for mistakes, then we just might not make so many. We declare that you, God, are doing a new thing in us so that we declare can begin to end our old way of thinking. You know, I was sitting on the floor with my 1-year-old son the other day, and all at once I wanted to cry because he just looks so big. Then I thought, well, of course he does. I mean, I'm sitting on the floor. Then God told me, he says, anything will look big from a low perspective. That even elephants shrink in size when seen from 1,000 miles in the sky. Lord, give me your eyes. I want to see the world but bowed before you so that I'll stop backing away from my giants, but instead stomp their heads, keep walking and wipe my shoes. God, let our perspective be the same. And in Jesus' name, I declare this is the beginning of the end.